Abo nonsia memo adwa ma akwa abade abai TV nyumre nonsia kase bobre so ebrase se enumre ene dey obenembo so mede to so edunu nso e wa afimu ene ya we nsema hodo ya boabo ano efro maimu obi maso nsem magodie mu nsem dwedie ana afa enigidie ensem ka ho ena don hwiri ba ko entemu yede ba be so Musai TV nyumre nonsia kase ye wakasoa nyenya no kwantempon yi so anti Mercy Junction aha ana ebutu ensema hodo yede ba be so no okwa ba 14 tanso a ITV Ghana Insenia Television ensema wodo no ewo hobomodin se obe comment a like a share a follow ediamaye na foforo nso ehunu de ekoso enwumre ensema no edoso de beto dwabie eniem ebeto dwa se ekwa akoye se aban asewode ne hu ewrewra eye judiciary wo mu adwumemu ase opese ototo omanyi emra ase wo kirimo se NDC amayoko no enye anu nti ene wo mu bae na wo Omo ehwese emra ebeye adwuma ewo ma Ghana mu na Ghana Bar Association so de adesede de ato omampedi enim se eho behia se wokọ eye omentifido atoye mantem afenso eye central anytime eba na ye quarter dan a enoso ewo ho nti abanhwe na wonsi bebre enka ho na yeto so abora ensefufo mu nso am enche bia ana eye adehye we dum asante mantem arawo samatu wo mani nina no ena mabansoro eja eto mu a enam so ma edwedifo bebre na no wo mu enema hye dwurebe enam so ema eye interior minister de nyema bi ekoye edwedifo no anchi nadmu edi emunsem ababa betudwa na eye adehye wakasoa womu chemu se enra da emrahye bedwafo womu paasi eye 11 bill no akase omampeni de nsa ebehye ase no womani age amoma kire omadwene ede afa ho wei ene afoforo bi no ma eka ho ane ede ba beso mu se nwumre no nsia kase ewo ITV so mi a me gibre me de nsema hodo e ba beso mu ma ya krado me di ede adwowa pinamai ene de mu yenda ye ho mbre ye ba ede nsem no mu chemu nina ebe ba beso mu Mamena was so wajibre now de atwen ye hye ensem no ase ede mu nkyiremu ababa besom dia omampedi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama akasa ede mfa ade afa asama wodo a ama ne home so ye judiciary wo mu ensem mu ase wodane dane enememu na ase bi no wonti ase ase ono akasa pese wode ne de eba no enam so ma ensema wodo bebre na no ane nkofo aka ede afa NDC amamu mu omuchemu sa NDC aban ba wo ba ye no akoba ne sense achaya wodo no wono akasa yigina na mumu so aye neme bia ensem fata na mumu so wohwe Ghana ye na mamra ene mra bata o man Ghana ye mra ho a aso opese wodane dan nyema wa cheche nsema chemu se enye sa enetie na mumu onu nanim die oye.
We are committed to the protection of human rights and investigation of significant killings or murders that have remained uninvestigated. And so I've urged the police and the investigative organizations to look more actively in cases like Ahmed Swali, and that is how come a first suspect has been arrested. We are hoping that his interrogation will lead to further arrests of people. There are several other cases like the JB Dankwa murder case, and we're asking that it be expedited in terms of the prosecution that is taking place and for investigations to be carried out to find out if any other persons were involved in some of those. And so those are ongoing, and then we also have the issue I thought I should raise of the judiciary and the perception of the judiciary. I believe that it is not anecdotal. I mean, several surveys asking Ghanaians, what their opinion of the judiciary is have not come out positively. And I believe that it is a duty for all of us to work to make sure that we have a judiciary that is respected. Year in, year out, you hear 12 billion CDs misappropriated, 15 billion CDs misappropriated. And how we deal with these cases are very difficult because of the constitutional procedure, parliamentary accounts committee and all that. But after that has happened, we must have a fast-track court where we're able to deal with this so that we deter people from just misusing government funds like that. Government is open to working with you, particularly on our side of the political divide. There's this perception that we have a problem with the legal fraternity and things like that. I think that if you look at the kind of people, Marietta and all of us sitting here, we're not people who have any such animosity towards the judiciary and the legal fraternity. So our doors are open, our hands are open, and if you think that there's anything that you should bring to our attention, don't hesitate at all.
Twa and some no so edi amount na president wano ene da Ghana Bar Association anom if we got what the administrator dia to mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama endim uchirumo se hu behia se wo mu ebesisi eye complexes ewe ye Upper West Central ana afi tema uchirumo se wokọ eye samiaye ya eba no court adan offices afi courtrooms a ebi eni ho enuntisaban esi ebeboa ama eye wokọ court ahodo ewo samiaye ya ebeboa momodwumayo no etumi aso enim na what is someone in out to dwa ewo ye Ghana Bar Association ebra wo mo eni omampani John Dramani Mahama hyiaye ana what is ansem to dwa.
Mr. President, when we assumed office, as is our mandate as a bar, we are to assist the judiciary. It came to our notice during our visit to the Upper West region that they have an uncompleted court complex. They intimated that funding was available up to a point, but they required extra funds to complete the said complex. Mr. President, we think it's appropriate to mention this because the numbers at the bar are growing and so is practice. And therefore, the space is needed to ensure that the justice delivery system has the necessary amenities. Likewise, on the drawing board is another court complex which is much needed in Cape Coast. Mr. President, as a result of the effects of the sea, it has become pertinent that Cape Coast should have a court complex which would assist in ensuring that they do not have the occasional issues relating to their current court premises. Lastly, Tema. Tema is a real growing city, and it has been intimated that they are in dire need of a court complex. Mr. President, some years back, it was on their table, drawing board, but it seems it has dropped off. And respectfully, Mr. President, we want to bring it back on board. Because they are bursting at their seams in relation to the courthouses that they have currently.
The People's National Party Etranity was a PNP womo asorietia aban eginesiesi wo pese wo tu eye Chief Justice ma me Gertrude Tokonu efri no office womo kiremo se emma wo gidie paaye e wa aban emu eno ti se akoba ne se mad wo gidie ni na ahye no mu na ene dey opese wo yensesemu eyi eye ma me Gertrude efri no office dia na amagidie ma ewo wonimu no watoto na sekra.
Wonkrata PNP amanyokoi ere abamontene no chairperson awono anso ene etitinani ere ma party Janet Nabla wono ena nensa ehwase ne no watcher say wodi mampani Mahama hu ye papa esan say ne campaign brembosha wo hye say wo ba wo be hye ema kutukwa na wonum etimi aboa akwa wonum animo bibibia wonum eye ewo man emuo no na ekamia ese wo dada Ghana se koba se wo yi Chief Justice ade efiri ho a na wo twemu se enipa miensa atintim krata so de akwa mampani Mahama se Chief Justice Maame Gertrude Araba Esaba Tokonu wonyi no efiri ho se Chief Justice na sa petition de akoma nuei na mso mampani Mahama enso de krata de aba montene a wo twer se wo je efutuo ade Afi Council of State wo se aso sa petition sia ne nsa kan wondi so na wo yi Chief Justice enfiri ho anase wo ma no enya dwuma na eno ana PNP amanyoko no etrese wonum de wo mugidi se wo hyebo se affirmative action law no wo ba wo be hyemu kena se eboa ma institutions ya hodo nwumeko emayimu anya kora no 30% de ema enso no representation no wonum betimi edi wonum adwuma ewo se kobase Mahama sisa aginaye a na twere se wanfa wo se anyoyo ne bosha wo hye no na wendi so obedada Ghana for party ese etwa se Chief Justice Maame Gertrude Tokonu ana afe abato komisa Maame Jane Mensa wonum dibre kura wo mo no aban we hwe wo mkoso a ebo wonum adwuma emfa ho ene amanyo sem a wonum ere batabata ho no wonum enjan mo wonum emo wo mo adwuma ewo man emu na entimi emo ayi papa na PMP ni kura mu no ade ato mampani Mahama enim se won hwe se wo be ma nani ako sede a economy no ebetu mpon ho eye economic challenges ya ekoso no wo be hwe se ne bohye a wo hye wo be fofele no ma Ghana fo ho hare wo mo na watimi aboa ma wo mai economy no agya ne na so brane na se kobase wo pampam nkrofo saa ye former appointees no a enya dia ebeboa
enche bia anara wo sebesi ye ewa santimantem ye edum dwedi bia wo no abansoro wo no mo enkofo nyema na egu wo mo stores mu nyina ehye ye enam so mampanifo bebre na no ana wo mo akwa edum akoye edwedifo no binum adoye na sansemi mu no enam so ma ye interior minister ye Muntaka Mubarak ono so etu anamon ekọ eye dwedibia ho no mo ekeka ne nsase ene emo box yi wode eye 1500 ekoye sanso ana oil nso eye 800 ene eneme bia eka ho se de be ya adehye a wo ho aka edwemu no na mse wo kwa ho hihie mu no bia na sikani ho no sese ene nto wo enche na wo emfa enhwe wo ho sese die na so edwedifo yi wo ansom wo epoi enam so ma eye natmo eye National Disaster Management Organization no wo abeta interior minister yi na ginesi anasa na mo ntu obotu yi wo mata na chi said wo ye ne no ano no esanse woni nsa ho hia ana edwedifo bi no ma wo ho aka edwemu no wo enemu enanam so a eye interior minister de nyeme ekoye director wono ene natmo anom eye Joseph Kuyon woni na de sanse mi etudwa.
There are some who can only eat when they come to turn around in the markets. There are some who can't even afford soup and other basic necessities if they don't go to the market. So when something happens, our focus is to immediately rush in and give some form of relief to the most vulnerable. Then after that, the assessments are done like I've told you. We have identified the people, we've categorized them into various classes, and they all have their needs. And so this initial approach is to relieve those people who are very vulnerable and cannot afford the daily necessities. After that, a report will be given to government and actual responses will be done, at least to restore them back to business for life to become normal again.
Enche bia ana eye E11 ho nsɛm beto dwa a aban ekyire mu sɛ Nyankopɔn yɛ adoma a wobeyi edi efiri hɔ no mu endrada mmarahyɛbadwafoɔ epaase bill yi akasa aban ede ne nsa ebɛhyɛ aseɛ na afei ahyɛ aseɛ ayɛ adwuma sɛ Ghanafoɔ entua E11 no ebiem enam so ma ITV nsɛmtwerɛfoɔ yɛte yɛn hu gu mmɔnten so ene adehye binom a wɔn ɛwɔ kasoa adwadifoɔ binom edi nkɔmɔ na wɔn ede nsɛm sei ene tiudwa
Wasansem kroye mu Ghana de hyebie egidi se E11 aban ayi ade afiri ho no ebeboa ye pa na se beboa ma wo man betime nya foto ade twetwa wo mu ho ano saa tobuti a wonum yi efiri ho atwetwa mu no an kebe ya wonum sanso enfamra esansa ban ne betime nya sika bi ade afi saa afa no eho ade abo wo man eho bra
bre beba efisar kontra ye hwe ye ma me no mu krase na omu ni bi ye na ya ba na ye so ebepe bi ede ama no ye sane de mo a no omate o de bisa se sane no mbanya ahu kire kora be sa den aba mo ba oba ni yifru a ebeboa ye asene a oba no aban ni ye den ensan asem so oba ni yifru won kwa de a ebeboa ye ile bi ba ye no ye hu faso de a aba ma ya ka se ye de ye putujuma wo ama Ghana de bi ye hu bi inti ambwa ya kora hwe aso asisi ya tama tun wo no na omode ye den omode siesie oman no ba to ni furu ho no sese ye de ahokyira ye den aba ama oman so
ebeboa se mboa anka ya nka se be ya fi ho because onu no ai ma amanfo ho kire o mu because sese kaska no so no wontimi fancy kan full car enko bebe owo no nti se na nka MTN4 ye no anka ebeboa but E11 na den no mu kan no de endi mboa because ansese omu yin firi ho na hwe se hu beto ya na anka omu yi firi ho na omu di bibi foforo be ye de disika be bro mu dia anka beboa tobut no de anka eya anka mu be ani beboa because tobut no de anya yenkwa na ye fa ho foreigners su ba omu twom free wo ko ahani mbe na ekura moto no omu tua moto nyina tua o omu tua sa ya France tobut no omu du ho mu tua ka ho so bebia omu tua anka no omu nje mi ko ho ba ni te say 1 month ni moto odu ho betua obi adu ho betua bebia obetua
okay yeah no 11 by na agent for na enkan bebre ba de ba kwa na affect and say now say bia opesu ko iska o banka now push through mobile money akọ bank dia na omote ba tie no omu twam any be 1 month na omosa cancel no eno any problem na agent na face but aside that na the na agent the enkan so but no problem na nyina face ni say na traffic tem bia be draw na e wono traffic congestion na e wono achi eno any problem but the minimum say to year o ma ye the ska anase the tax energy so ma nti say ye gito a minimum say kwan na say ano anom de ye and almost say o ma ye from the E11 aba and also a good idea but na minimum say bia say adeba akone say sika bia e beti no e wo bi wana so we say revenue bia e beji say factors no say the yard kode ne kwan dia any problem bia ni ho is that the scan na chichiro my and to say to good no problem na wo ha na say na ma hochi and say e kwan foforo no omo de beba na so no e ma ho ne nchi bebre dia me de omo ji a me ne problem.
Yet one some no Sonia Bora and some fufro emu. Segana for Ebekaya, Anas Aramiyao Anas, a investigative journalist. Na Ebetoja and Brebi say when you are in Central Russia between Kennedy and Yamentimi Wasibi Ma Kennedy, a Japan, as in Central Russia between a can send me Brenano at the Fanas. Some no bra will a boom and some our courts, our my gun, Munachase, Anas, and some no uncle and farmer no. Anas antene ho ase ema wode nsem no ekọ US abrochi memu sede beya wo monso abahwa ho nsem aka na wode kopie mu ewo SS County Superior Court ewo US ya wada no na watwi mu ano ana ehu nsem so esan eba emonten na nsem eba na chese court ewo US ni chimu se Anas edipem ene papa odende o Kennedy Japan ebedru o my Ghana mu wo hwe sika wo chese wontua emfama anasa na chese $80 million Obedru o my Ghana mu ene, but obedru ye no, and some say no to nsem trefo ene.
Well, let me take this opportunity to thank all of you for the wonderful welcome you've given to me and my wife. I thank you very much. This will inspire me to continue to do whatever I'm doing. This indicates that you appreciate every effort that I'm making to speak for the voiceless. So I will say that we should all stay calm. Nobody should worry, because anybody who decides to speak the truth and fight for the voiceless will go through all this ordeal. And with this, through this ordeal, I become a better person. Okay? I become a better person to fight and defend the country and the voiceless. So I will say a big thank you to all of you. And in due course, you will hear from me.
Alhaji Usman.
Twa ensem no so edi amao na wo eye ensem fufuro mu no na ababa betodwa ni nina no efa report ahodo na eye NDC National Communication Team member wono eye Justice Agbo wodi atodwa ache mu se wo hwe NPP aban penifo a waba wakwa bebre nanu ana wo mu eye nyeme bia ensem fata ebi edo mu sika ebo man ni mu foto ebi nso etonton we japaje bebre eye nyeme bia ensem fata wo hwe eye auditors report awodo eba ya na chese bebre nanu ana wo mu ebu embra eso na wo ITV Ghana da chijumedie aseno ana Justice Agbo eye National Communication Team member Edison Semitudwa.
Issues with corruption nipa nisu what you say and you know a lot of people come into politics not only probably to make any impact just to amass what you know issue with corruption I normally don't want to do politics with it because me feel say obi bo o minor chrono enye sabi obi boto na wako use kefio your money na no wedding wabo no chrono so about corruption there was see na you delve into the matters very well issue eda honde aye kan former National Signal Bureau omo director general attorney general ababonte say about 39 million Ghana cedis has been squandered without recourse of any parliamentary approval. Obia enim quote and unquote no they perceive to see causing financial loss to the states. You know, corruption. Mr. Dubois is not the only person under the ex-war President Kufuor's administration. In CBC, a foreign for no.
Tiamwapenia watosimyeno. Tiamwapenia watosimyeno. Wabobo anyema vodo ye numa ne ne nano eye neme bi eye mpuntu nwuma vodo a free bread de ne to eka akonnwa no watumi aye na wodwo mu se free bread de ne to ka akonnwa no wahwe amanka boma ba e wade hyentem afen so eba ne wumesua so bibia ekoso jojo enye no nko wasi eye chip compound so e di amba adehye se de be ya wobadwuma wo mu eye no enkoba ne se wo mu atiechire na wo mu eye esese wo mu eben kro no no watumi aye wo madwuma eye na nakodwo ntia mwapeni a watosumienu e de sansemu ni na tudwo wa bra oboni din e wo ne se wo ye ohene a waboa ndwumu anso wa wasan de futuo ama mmebunu sesesie no wo fra bibi sa red eno ana mmebunu wo mate wo ho aguso wo mu enum wo mu njai wo mu kosuku ne nyankopon empeja wo mu ensi biaya ekron
sampase na rebi hunu na nkom se kato so abere misa no na abem na dia e nkom se so edakuru so eti fiti asese no nanfo beta sa ene adama se yehun etima bo am na bem e kai me ho se me ka se ma adama se landing kukitwa e kai ebi se e se dia ma adama se ku dia landing kukitwa ye ni na mo mbota ye se sa no ma eye eni eye 5 gate grand plan no se fa na ba ko ni di echi ni tu na mo dia kwa bia so no redem sa 5 gate grand plan ye kan di kai eye nkabo mu no ka se tu wana mana se se asubie wa damase pen kabo wa the tosu bi so education factors and also education system no ka se se oba de nanum tumi etima ni mwa ama me na si 3 years classroom block ache RC in college school wa adamase anase ache adamase kuro se adamase bebi aso de enkobi eno nanchen na me modembo ene ofutu 20 yana ni bia sebi obanya kwan akodi bunukum we bia America US and the council aka o mabo ma me no ka se musu si chip compound anase bia clinic ama omanyo the message na bonus say yet to red ya kanya say me do yi it message say red ni ade na bom pa bia na mum yan hwe school komuyi yen ne ho na yemre ho ase efe ndi mampanfo yen ne ho ni adwuma yen ne ho ni adwuma na yen sewu sika na yen invest wisely it means san mo nya na bo ma akonkan ama etima ya na yen nyam nti na me fa sa kwa usa sire mebo no say sebe se me to red ya kan waso ma nyi senke na madu hanu we kura kan we bebu na ni red iti ko wani be se hu red ya fa bi na me hwe se red city na me se nyina no e fa ho blase mobla
Owura Irevida Amponsa hunu nana kojo intia moapenin a wotoso mienu modini boy fa sa akonya no so recitation ebehye wo hini anuonyam ebo na no ho ba se emwe bia wo hia fa sikasem fam no obehye se be na afamu die bia ere aboa no fa sa akonya no so ere atoga na de hye anim se wono mo enhwe se wono mo behye atiasefo anuonyam sen ewofo
ami hu nana no wo ye wo hene blanti a chese obo ne ho modern obo modern ma na manfo ena se de na city no ye pia na obekọ bebiri ntie de extra no se ewade ma na kwatenti ahode wo mu na ontimi nyina na onye yeyi emaye adawomase ma Ghana man atiase se obi tiase na wo ye bibia ye na ye ni nso na ye mona baso na abasobode ne nya kese esene na chira samuka ise wo ka na chira sama ese waya ade a eno ye sen se ubebo na abaso abra wowuo ye ntra se nana se de omai ana adagomase kurodua yi ye wo ye no ese ye bona baso esene se obewu ansa na ya bona baso
Yanko epoye mantemo na asai grow dwumeku a enhye aban ase woma yenchechere de ama senior high schools afenso primary schools ani JHS de baya eba no emebunu a emprewanyi senti womu suku ebo womu enya fapembia na na eha adwimpa ye saso no ma yenchechere de ama emai wankenkan ene womu edu womu mpanimfie eso na womu ewo womu ensebu ebre emu enam so ma womu ede nchechere ahodo bebre na no ene de ma womu na program yi dwumede no koso ewo Presbyterian Church Zimmerman Chapel ewo Dumase Krobo ho ana dwumede no wode ehhehye so CEO a wono ene da As I Grow foundation Nana Debra Bekoi wono ede nsem sei tudwa
afia twem kakra no data available wo GS headquarters secretary say yenye district ha na atuma kwa na yakoye ewudi this ebe na ni nyina ni se ma
Mame na wasisa wajibre na wade atwen yekọ dwedie ensemudia World Bank Group wo mo adan business ready ewo man Ghana mu eba beboa ewo man Ghana mu eba beboa adane dane enema hodo ene ankwankre asoeye ahodo ewo man Ghana mu enka enko na wo dwumedie no ase no ana division director wada Ghana ano Liberia ana afi Sierra Leone ano World Bank Talasio O'Brien wadi ensem say atudwa dwumedie no ase
environment where businesses can flourish is really a sine qua non. If we're at Ghana will have about 500,000 new, obviously a focus is needed on more